What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the OBR YouTube channel. In this week's video, we're going to be going over the top stocks to watch for the week of June 21st. I'm saying the 21st because Monday we have off, even though this video will be going out on Monday. I hope everybody enjoyed their Juneteenth. It was a very nice holiday and much needed rest day for us in markets, especially considering how choppy last week was. So I'm excited to see how we do this week. And in this video, as always, we're going to go into the fundamental drivers that we're expecting in this upcoming week. We're also going to go into the earnings in the S&P 500, and our favorite part is the technical analysis setups for our top stocks to watch. So let's get right into this week's video. All right, so for our news this week, we have not a lot of news. There was a lot of news last week, if you remember correctly. That was FOMC week, so very nice to see that we don't have too much to be worried about this week. Wednesday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Fed Chair Powell testifies, and Thursday, 10 a.m. as well, Fed Chair Powell will testify again. On Wednesday, he is talking and testifying at the semi-annual monetary policy report before the Senate Banking Committee. And then on Thursday at 10 a.m., he is testifying on the semi-annual monetary policy report before the House Financial Services Committee. And that is it for this week. As you can see on screen right now is our earnings in the S&P 500. Here we are on the charts, and we have a lot to go over this week. So as of last week, a lot of price targets have been hit. So for SPY in particular, we just hit Fibonacci-based take profit 2 at 363 on Friday, and we briefly bounced. So I'm expecting Monday and early next week to have a little bit more green and potentially bounce to the upside, just considering how fast we've been falling. As you can see, essentially from the 3rd of June, we've just been gapping down every single day, except for Wednesday when we had a little bit of a bullish day due to FOMC. Besides that, just making new lows every single day after the 13th. So this week, again, I'm going to be expecting a little bit of green. We've been falling off a cliff, essentially. Maybe a bounce back up to our Fibonacci-based take profit 1 at 373, and then a continuation to the downside. We've reached these levels so quickly that it's hard for me to be bullish. When you're looking for a bottom, I guess it does make sense that we do capitulate, and that could be a decent sign of a bottom. But that being said, I do think it is too early to say that. We need much further price developments before we can say that this is realistically a bottom. I don't think it is. I think we reached these levels so quickly that we're actually bound to go lower. That's my opinion. As well as our Elliott wave theory, we would need to see a 5-wave move. And I cannot yet count a 5-wave move to the downside. As a matter of fact, I can only really count 3. So we could have a much farther decline to the downside. And, that would be completely fine in regards to our Elliott wave theory. Again, a lot of things are starting to line up. A lot of people are getting bearish. That starts to make the contrarian in me think that we're going to be bullish soon. Again, that's going to be unrealistic to call. So we're going to have to wait for further price developments. As of right now, I'm thinking the beginning of the week is a little green, and then towards the end of the week, we see some more downside. Moving into Apple, Apple as well hit our first price target at 129.5. We've been talking about these levels for a while, so I hope you guys were able to follow along on this channel. We did bounce off of that level very, very nicely right now, and then came back to retest our prior low at 132. So, I do think the same thing could happen on Apple that we're going to see on SPY. So perhaps a little bit of green, perhaps a gap fill up here, and then a continuation to the downside. Or perhaps we just continue to go down now and hit our next price target at 126. If we break through 126 confidently, it will make me very, very bearish on the economy. Apple has been a rock that has been holding us up for quite a bit of time. So if this rock falls, you can best believe that the rest of the market will follow. Beneath 126 on Apple, I'm not really sure where we have our next support. I suppose there's some at 123, 122, and then some at 116. So we'll have to see how confidently we break beneath 126. If we do, I do think we will, but we'll have to wait and see before we can, again, give a high probability price target. Right now, expect a little bit of green in the week just because we've been falling off a cliff, just like on SPY, and then perhaps some more downside. QQQ bodied through our prior take profit levels already. So, we're already way through our take profit levels on QQQ, which is fine. But now I am looking to see where this really can go. The next level I'm looking at is 260 for the 50 level retracement on our entire impulse move to the upside. And also, that would be our price target for this larger time frame head and shoulders down here at 260 again. So looking for a move down to 260 in the next week is very, very realistic. Again, just like on SPY and Apple, we could see some green. Perhaps we come back up here, test these levels, and then come lower, or perhaps Monday we just decide to fall off a cliff. I think that could be possible considering the crypto market has been getting hit rather hard this last weekend that we're recording this in, so we'll have to see how the market opens up on Tuesday, but it is realistic to see us coming lower. On Tesla, we are retesting a support line that we are having a little bit of trouble getting through. This is from our low here, connected to our 2 recent lows, but I am very much expecting us to still come down and hit our take profit level of 600. But if we get below 600, we could raise some more questions, but again, that's more speculative. Right now, let's just see what happens if and when we get to 600. I do think we will be getting to 600 relatively soon, and perhaps even in this next week. It could happen in a day, honestly, if it wanted to happen quick enough. We've been calling oil longs for quite a bit of time, and after we got to our all-time high, we did reject very, very nicely and are coming down rather hard on oil and energy stocks. So that's good to see. You don't want to see oil get too overwhelmed. As you can see, on Friday, we had a very bearish day for both energy and oil, down 5%. So, could we continue the rally after this corrective move? Absolutely. Again, I would wait to see. It does kind of look to me like a bump and run from this last resistance, perhaps turning into support. So perhaps a little bit of red in the beginning of the week. If we can hold these levels, then a bounce on WTI and energy stocks would make sense. But if we break through these levels and continue to the downside, the rally in oil could very well be over. PTON, we've been saying PTON to $8 for a while on this channel. We called it out at $18, we called it out at $15 and $13, and now we are trading below $10 per share on PTON. So, we're seeing this happen in real time. This has been a very nice trade that we've been calling out for a while. I still think PTON shorts are a very good move. Oxy is going to be the same thing as oil and WTI. Again, an energy stock falling off a cliff recently after we took out our highs, and we just came up to retest this prior resistance, now acting as resistance once more after we retested it right here. Perhaps a move down to this support fractal would make sense on Oxy, and move higher if we can hold this level. If we break beneath this level, we can see Oxy coming much lower, perhaps back down into the $30 range. SQ has been a fantastic short that we've been calling out for like 3 weeks, so I hope some people were able to capitalize on this. Not really have much thoughts on this right now again, but it has been an excellent short that has been played out, and we called this out all the way up here on this series. So again, I hope you guys were able to take advantage of that. AMD hitting our secondary price target right now of $80.40 and a very clean bounce, which again makes me think that we're going to see some green in the beginning of the week and perhaps some continuation to the downside. AMD has been falling very, very hard the last couple of days. We had a 10% down day right here. So we'll see where we can go. Now that we hit our price targets, it definitely could find some support and move higher, but there's definitely a chance that we just open up beneath it and continue to fall. This market can do just about anything, guys, so I apologize if these videos are, less objective in regards to, picking a direction, but the best thing we can do right now is sit on our hands and wait for a clear, high probability trade. That's all I'm going to say. Great, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you pulled some valuable insight out of it. Again, Wednesday and Thursday, we have some fundamental drivers, and you saw the earnings, and you saw the names that we're looking at in terms of technical analysis. So, again, I hope this video helped. I hope you pulled something that you can use from it in this week's trading. I wish you the very best of luck in this week of trading, and I will see you in the next video.